I know you've heard the term hidden gem, but I really am in a hidden gem right now of the Ozarks. If you've not been here, you have to come and see it. It is the Missouri Ridge Distillery and Brewery. I'm here with my good friend, Greg Pope. So good to see you. Good to see you again. Now, last time I saw you, do you want to refresh the viewers on what had happened?
Right. We gave Jeremy a sample of our 140 proof White Lightning, and it taught him who was boss.
Yes, it did.
Tom was able to snatch him up by his coat collar, keep him from hitting the ground, but it was still an amazing interaction, and even though it took your breath away, it was still very tasty.
It was very smooth, very tasty.
That's
I'm
right.
thankful to Tom Turton every day for that, because otherwise I'd have been on the ground, maybe chipped a tooth. But that White Lightning, it was so wonderful, so smooth, and as my grandpa said, it put hair on my chest.
There you
That's
go.
what it did. So if somebody hasn't seen one of our segments before,
Sure.
if they've not been here, can you give us like an overview of this place and the history?
Sure. So I started construction March of 15. We opened our doors November 1, 16. In kind of traditional Ozark fashion, if you look inside, you see the red corrugated metal, the rough sawn oak. There was a 50-foot by 50-foot barn where a large percentage of this building sits. And we very carefully dismantled it, so that barn that stood here for 85 years before I bought the land still stands. It's just on the inside now. We use the red corrugate as the walls, and the trusses out of that old barn are the wainscot, right?
Wow. And again, you've been doing this a while? The
Yes,
distillery's
sir.
in your blood.
Third generation distiller, first one legal.
That's a good point to make right there. We are in the Ozarks. I mean, come on.
That's right, yeah. So, yeah, you know, I moved here from Salt Lake City, Utah to open the distillery. There's been such a welcoming element here. We're 6.5 years now open, and meet new friends every day, right?
Absolutely.
A lot of people say, I saw you on TV, right? From our television show on the Discovery Channel, Moonshiner's Whiskey Business. Some of them saw us with you and with Tom, Ozarks First and stuff like that, right? So, but today, trying to showcase us, we'll touch on Monopoly.
Oh, this is pretty cool.
Yeah, this goes launched here a couple of weeks ago. Missouri Ridge Distillery is proudly one of the stops on the Monopoly board, where Marvin's Gardens used to be, a yellow one up here.
Right.
To the best of my knowledge, we are the only alcohol manufacturer ever on a Monopoly board, right?
That's amazing.
There's some knockoffs that have them, but if it's actually Monopoly, as far as I know, we're the only alcohol ever to be featured on a Monopoly, and it's here in the buckle of the Bible Belt in Branson.
Who would have thought? I'm curious too, so, you know, I've tried several of these. If somebody's coming in for the first time, how do you know what you want to try, or what do you want to sample?
We have a tasting menu that we showcase. There's 10 items available on it. I make 10 different spirits as the distillery, so we offer any 3 for free or a flight of 10 for $10 plus tax. We'll ask you a few questions, try to get to understand your palate, and then make proper recommendations for what we think you would appreciate the best based off of your answers to us.
I love that too, because then you can kind of get a taste for what you want, and maybe you can buy some and take it with you, and remember your time here. And could you also just touch on, you know, I'm looking over here at this wall, and I see the American flag, and I know you have a special place in your heart for service people, for veterans, and I love that. As my grandpa was in the Navy, and I get that, and I love that you love that.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. We are very honored to be able to have our challenge coin flag. Obviously, we have a great big American flag up there, but our challenge coin wall, those coins have been donated to us by service members in every branch of the military, as well as law enforcement, firefighters, EMS. We've got some pretty high-ranking coins. We have President Trump's Air Force One coin. I've got some coins from the director of the Central Intelligence Agency. We've got a Command Sergeant Major coin up there. So, but we're honored to be able to showcase these to the public, talk about them. 2 of the coins that are very important to me. September 11 of 19, I had the privilege of meeting Chris Kyle's mother, father, brother, and widow. And his father gave me a challenge coin, and his brother gave me a challenge coin. So we were able to showcase those up here as well. So
it's just great being here because the ambiance, you got to experience it to believe it. The inside, the outside terrace, the view of the Ozark Mountains. If somebody wants information on where you're located, how to stop by, your hours of operation, what's the best way to get in touch with you?
Missouri Ridge Distillery.com is my website. We're on Facebook. You know, just Google Missouri Ridge Distillery. You can Google just distillery near me, or we're also proudly on the Springfield Chamber Visitors Bureau Tap and Pour Trail. So, right, it's what better excuse do you need to come visit a fantastic facility and drink free alcohol?
And make a lot of friends, drink some alcohol, have a great time, and a view of the Ozarks. You got to stop by Missouri Ridge Distillery and Brewery. Thank you so much. Good to see you.
Thank you. Pleasure.
All right, now can we drink?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.